It's an absolutely beautiful day outside today, and we're going to be taking a look at the Poacher from Pocket Predator. You're not going to want to miss this. We've had a couple new VIPs that have joined the channel this week. The first one here is Jack Dawson. This bullseye is for you, my friend. Ooh, that wiffle ball ate it. We picked up another VIP today, and that's Noise Box. Oh, and that wiffle ball bullseye was for you, my friend. Thank you both for all the support and love you shown the channel. I really appreciate you, and it helps out, and I'm glad to give back to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the shout outs. Let's get into the video. All right, you can see in the catch box there, I got 3 new wasp flippers set up in there, yellow, green, and white, from right to left. Let's see if we can get them in 3. Here we go. Yellow, got it good too. Green one usually gives me trouble. I like to put a smack on them. Yeah, low and right for some reason. There's the green. And the white. Like a boss. Really liking this thing. Let's show you some specs. All right, here it is, the Pocket Predator Poacher. We'll give you a turn and get a good look at it. Now, I guess you're going to want to hear some specs. Before we do, I'll just let you know we've got some Omega Slings Electric White 0.5 on here. I've got them tapered 24 to 12, cut real short. I want to see what kind of zip I can get out here before we're able to start doing some band testing, and I'm pretty damn impressed so far. But we're not talking bands, we're talking slingshots today. So I guess you're going to want to know some specs, so let's get into it. The overall length of this guy from the tip of the forks down to the bottom of that handle is coming in at 125 millimeters. From side to side, the fork width of this guy comes in at 90 millimeters. All right, these 25 millimeter fork tips will take a real nasty band, and it's got a single screw G10 clips made of the exact same stuff that this beast is made out of. The overall weight of this guy came in pretty damn light at 106 grams, and that's with a lanyard and the band set. Man, I think the best way to describe this slingshot is this is an absolute no-nonsense slingshot. It's a very simple design, very comfortable. It would be a great beater, but I don't want to call it a beater because this thing it feels indestructible in your hand. I can't really see how you could actually break this thing. I really don't. You know, you could chuck it into your truck, into your car, into your pocket, purse, pouch, toolbox. No matter what, where you put this thing, in your tackle box, you're not going to break it. You're not going to damage it. You don't have to worry about it. And there's something nice about that. The overall shooting experience of this is actually pretty good. I like the pinky hole. It's not the most comfortable frame I've held in my hand, but it does lock in your hand probably better than most slingshots I've ever held in my life. Now, that says a lot. We're going to talk about something here on the fit and finish also. I got to turn you guys around a little bit to see that. But this thing is an absolute monster. If you're looking for something that you don't have to worry about, chuck it in your car, get some shooting done with it, smash some stuff, use it as a weapon. I mean, you really don't need to worry about ever breaking this thing. It is super, super strong. It's actually impressive how well built and how durable this thing feels when you're holding it in your hand. Anyway, I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to talk about the fit and finish in here, because the fit and finish in here on this thing is actually a minus and a plus. Let's take a look. All right. Now, if you guys can see what I mean. Now, these things are all machined on a CNC and then hand finished after. I don't know if they're all like this, but you can see there seems to be like a lot of chatter on there from the end mill. It probably milled this out. I don't know exactly if this is how it was intended to be, but I will say this, my Ranger recurve that I have and my hiker aren't this rough finished. See all that? Now, it definitely isn't the most pretty thing to look at, if I'm being honest. But I will say this, when you hold this Slingshot in your hand, it almost sticks to your hand like freaking Velcro. And I know I said it's not the most comfortable frame, but actually the more I'm shooting with it and the more I'm getting used to how it feels in my hand, the better it actually feels. So I don't want to say it's an uncomfortable frame. It's not the most comfortable frame I have in my hand, but grip-wise, this is one of the best I've held in my hand. It's got a lot of good things going on with it. I'm going to turn you around again, and you're going to see my ugly mug, and we're going to talk about the grip on this thing. But we're going to take a couple shots at a pheasant head first. Yep, on target, flying real fast, and hitting real hard. Sweet. All right, let's put a couple more whacks on it from here. Give you a better angle. So the Poacher has all the characteristics that you would look for a good gripping frame. Now, it's got a lot of junk in the trunk right here. See that? It's going to keep your fingers pointing towards the frame. You've got this nice little loop in here. You can stick your finger in that little pinky hole if you want to. You've got this nice little 2-finger grip on the handle. And then you got your finger that goes over the top. And you've got a nice little spot for a thumb brace that'll lock your thumb in real nice. Or you can grab a pinch grip and shoot like that as well. This is also a very good pinch or a brace frame. Either way will work fine. Now, the design has got your hands up close to the forks where you've got most of your control. So this is going to really lock your hand in real well. You'll shoot real well, and the frame's not going to go anywhere. Now, I was talking about the fit and finish on this frame being a negative and a positive. All this little grippiness, this little bit of chatter that's on here, it actually helps the grip. It almost makes it feel like it's holding on by Velcro. It really locks into your hand really, really well. I also like the fact that it's got this little, see how that's designed up there? Sometimes they put a little bit of a scallop in there, and you know, your thumb can kind of slip around in there a little bit and go back and forth. This one, it's going to lock your hand into your frame all the time in the right spot. And another thing that I like is when I draw, it'll hold my frame in the right position all the time. As long as I put my thumb in that correct position, every draw is going to be repeatable with a nice even band elongation. So when it comes to grip, this is one of the most sturdiest grips I've ever held in my life. Let's get on down to the line. We'll take a couple shots. We'll do the slow-mo and the look at the grip and see if there's anything slipping or moving around. But I can pretty much guarantee you, I can tell you right now, absolutely not. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do 3 different angles today. The first angle is going to be straight on, and there's a couple things we're going to want to look at. We're going to want to see if there's any slipping with the thumb, because usually that's where you'll have a slip. And the second thing we want to see is any kind of recoil. So you're going to see if there's going to be a lot of movement like this after, without me flipping my wrist. So here comes our first shot, and right after we'll play the slow-mo. Felt damn good to me, and everything is still in place. Let's do another angle. Let's get you over my shoulder here. All right, here we go. Missed our shot, but everything stayed in place and nothing wiggled. Very good, and I don't think there's much. I don't think there's much recoil going on there either. Nothing's slipping, nothing's moving, and I don't feel too much of this going on at the end of my shot from my elastic passing through. Sometimes you do feel that on some frames, but the recoil seems to be low for 2 reasons. It's got a little bit of weight to it, and your hands are up close to the fork tips. I've got maybe 3/4 of an inch there before I'm over the fork tips, and that's it. If I was doing pinch grip, it's about the same, and everything's pretty damn good. All right, I'm just going to take a few shots in the pinch grip and see how it goes. I'm going to start from the bottom with the Omega sign, and we'll work our way up to the smaller ones. All right, so Omega's toast. I want to go after that green wasp flipper just because it made me miss before and pissed me off. Got him. Let's go after that orange 30 mil flipper. We'll give it 3 shots to get that one. And we'll talk about the pocketability. Oh, no, that's brace. There we go. Oh, a little low. But I adjusted from brace to, should have aborted that shot. Let's go for it again. There we go. We got it. Pretty good. I'll take that. Very capable in brace and in pinch grip. I'm loving this frame.
Now, having an EDC frame that I could just slip in and out of my back pocket is definitely the way I love to shoot, especially when I'm out on the trails in the backyard. I'm always popping that thing in and out of a back pocket. So that's very important to me.
Now, one of the beautiful things about these EDC or pocketable frames is that you can just toss it into your pocket and not have to worry about about carrying it or being too bulky or being uncomfortable. And you can basically just roam around all day long with this thing on your person. Not a problem. I'm loving it. All right, I'm going to give you one more 360, this little guy here, before we talk about some pros and cons. But I think the best thing to call it is a no-nonsense slingshot. This thing is all business, and I kind of appreciate that of it. Anyway, I'm going to take a couple more shots with it, and then we're going to go ahead and take some, do some pros and cons. Here they come. Well, I have to tell you, the getting out today and doing a whole bunch of shooting with this guy, I mean, we put probably a good 200 shots through this thing today while I was just warming up, practicing, doing some shooting for the camera and whatnot. But I have to say that I'm kind of shocked at how much I like this frame. I want to address a couple of things that I said earlier on in the video and talk about it. So first thing would be the fit and finish. I basically said that I was kind of, I don't know if disappointed would be the term to use, but I thought it would have been, I thought that the fit and finish could be better. Let's talk about that a little bit. Now, I did mention there's a lot of chatter from the end mill on there. It looked like it hadn't been finished and whatnot. But I want to take that back. That's the first thing I'm taking back today. This is the Poacher. Now, this is something that's designed for a guy to throw into his backpack, into his tackle box, into his toolbox, into the back of his pickup truck, behind the seat, whatever it is you want to do. Glove compartment. I can call it a beater frame, but really what this is a high-performance beater frame. You could do any kind of shooting with this thing. You could hunt with it. You could target shoot with it. You could do anything you want with this frame, and it's going to take it. You could beat it with a hammer. You could throw it down some stairs. You can make fun of its mom. No matter what you do with this thing, it's going to take it. So, yeah, it's got some end mill marks on it, but I don't care. Second thing I want to address is I said that the grip was not the most comfortable. I'm going to take that back as well, because actually the more I shot with it, the better it felt. And then I just had to kind of figure out where I had to put it in my hand. Now, we're going to talk about the pinch grip first. Lock it into the pinky, slide the pinky in the hole, these two fingers wrapped around that little waist there, and then it locks into your hand and it feels fantastic. The grip in pinch feels great. So that said, the grip not only locks into your hand, it doesn't move, and all that those little scuffs on there from the end mill and the lack of finishing actually helps the grip even more. Locking it into your hand, there's absolutely no movement. It sticks to your hand like freaking Velcro. Amazing. Second thing, in brace grip, also started to feel pretty damn good. I can't complain too much at all about it. It's not as comfortable as pinch, but it's still pretty damn good. It took me a while to figure out how to hold it and how to make it feel comfortable. But once I got it. And the grip is great. Overall design is great. Lots of junk in the trunk to keep your hands toward the forks. Got the little pinky hold to lock yourself in there, so you don't even need the lanyard. The fingers lock around in pinch or embrace, but you're up close to the forks. You got like 3/4 of an inch there. They'll lock they'll lock you up close to the forks. You will not move. You will not slip. This thing locks into place like a boss, which also helps with the overall shooting experience of it. So yes, it felt a little bit weird to me in the beginning because I wasn't used to this kind of design, but I take it back. The grip on this thing is nice. The pocketability of this thing is great. I like the fact that I could just toss this thing around and not have to worry about getting a scratch in it or do anything with it. The design is great. Is great. I can do precision shooting with it and get all things done with that. The sight picture, like I showed you earlier, was also pretty good. All in all, this thing is an absolute win. I had to wrap my head around what this thing was designed for. It's not out there to be pretty. It's out there to be functional as hell, and that's exactly what this thing does. So, Poacher for the win, guys. I'll have a link down in the description below if you want to check it out, but this thing is an absolute beast. Anyway, thanks for watching. You guys stay safe, get out and practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. I'll catch you soon with another video. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. The best way to describe this frame is a no-nonsense, high-performance beater frame. I really do believe that. And actually, you could probably say the same thing about the Hiker as well. Both these frames are fantastic. And if you don't own a Pocket Predator frame yet, you should hit Bill up, check him out on his website, and you'll find the link in the description below. On this end screen here, I'm going to attach the review I did of the Hiker. I'm sure you'll enjoy that one too. Anyway, you guys take care, stay safe, and shoot straight.